And Dean Russell of the Conservative Party, we did hear from the Prime Minister and the Health Secretary this week about their sort of toolkit for dealing with COVID over the winter. I mean, nobody wants to go back into a lockdown, but it is quite a sort of worrying kind of set of conditions all colliding at the same time, in terms of, we know that we're going to have a difficult winter. We know that there's already pressure on the NHS. How worried are you about what lies ahead for the NHS this winter?
Well, I think we just have to have a really clear and cautious approach. I'm a member of the Health and Social Care Select Committee, and so since the day one of the pandemic, pretty much, I've been in I would probably call it a fortunate position to be able to ask questions of Professor Whitty and Sir Patrick Vallance and all the people who've been advising throughout this over the past year and a half. And I think throughout the whole process, decisions have been made based on what the science is and preparations looking forward for how we would adapt based on different types of scenarios. And we need to make sure that we're building on the successes that we've had. When you look at the vaccine programme, I believe something like 8 out of 10 people now have had a double jab. We've got many of our freedoms back, but we have to make sure that looking forward, we're still cautious, but also not fearful. We need to make sure that we're getting jabbed. Those who haven't, I think I read somewhere that something like 6 million people still haven't had their jabs, or at least not double jabbed. Making sure that we continue with that programme. And I appreciate there's lots online of anti-vax content and sentiment that's foundless. And we need to make sure that doesn't get through and cause further problems, because actually the vaccine has meant that we've got our freedoms back. The vaccine has saved thousands upon thousands of lives and enabling us to get back to normality. So let's build on that, and let's make sure that these people who are spreading basically myth-truths and fear-mongering don't win over this last group of people that we need to make sure are protecting themselves and others.
Yeah, I think that's such an important point, Dean. I mean,